Assalamu alaikum dear students. Today we are going to start the short questions of the chapter number 8 atoms. ठीक है girls? These are the short questions of the chapter number 8 atoms. Question number 1. Why an atom is neutral? Neutral atom. An atom is neutral because it has equal number of protons and electrons. Protons are when an atom have the equal number of the protons and electrons, so that's why it is neutral. Suppose protons are positively charged, protons have positive charge, electrons are negative charge. And for your extra information, neutron have no charge. This is the diagram of the hydrogen atom with the question number 1. Now example hydrogen has the one proton and one electron. So hydrogen has equal number of protons and electrons and it is neutral. In the hydrogen atom there is no neutron in case of the hydrogen atom. Clear girls? Now this is the question number 2. What is isotopes or define isotopes? Isotopes are the atoms of the same element with the different numbers of neutron and so the different mass number. Here is in the definition, you focus on the definition. Isotopes mean the different mass number. All the atoms have the same atomic number, but the difference occur where in the neutron number. When there is a difference or in the number of the neutron, this is called isotopes. Isotopes are the atoms of the same element with the different number of neutrons. So if there is a different number of the neutrons, so it will be different number of the different mass number. These different versions of the same elements are known as isotopes. Now coming towards the examples, hydrogen has the three isotopes. First one is protium. It has mass number A equals to 1. Deuterium, it has mass number A equals to 2. Tritium, it has mass number A equals to 3. Now look at the diagram. Protium have one proton. So the mass number of the protium is 1. Deuterium have one proton and one neutron. So what is the mass number of deuterium? Deut means 2. So the mass number of the deuterium is 2. So what is the mass number of the tritium? Mass number of the tritium is 3 because it have the one proton and the two neutron. So it have mass number 3. Now coming towards the question number 3, define radioisotopes. Radioisotopes, the unstable atoms that release radiations as it breaks down are called radioisotopes. Clear? When the atoms, unstable atoms, that atom which are unstable, and in that step they release the radiations. Clear? As it break down, when the unstable atom break down and in this way or in this time they release some radiations, this is called the radioisotopes. Most atoms are stable but a few are not. They break up into smaller, more stable atoms and at this time they will release the radiations. Clear? Unstable atom, when the unstable atom break up, in this way the radiation is released, and when the unstable atom break up and the radiation is released, that process is called radioactive decay. This is the diagram of the radioisotopes, in which the radioactive element will break down into two pieces, in which the in the another side the energy is released and in the another side the particle. Clear? Now coming towards the example, the carbon-14 and the uranium-238 are the unstable atoms. Coming towards the question number 4, name the important particles of an atom. An atom is the smallest part of an element which can exist. Important particles. Following are the important particles of an atom. You know about very well that an atom have the three particles: proton, neutron and electron. Proton have positive charge, electron have negative charge, while neutron have no charge. Clear? This is the diagram of the atom. P and stands for proton, neutron, and in the surrounding the black ball A stands for the electron. Clear? Now coming towards the question number 4, this is the diagrammatic question. Then arrange the number of the electrons in the following atoms. The number of electrons in the following atoms: H1, C6, Na11, Cl17. Okay. H1 means hydrogen and 1 means it have atomic number 1. So atomic number and the electron are the same. Clear? If you know about the atomic number, then it is easily to you that you are draw the electrons. Clear? Because the electronic number and the atomic number are the same. Simple. If hydrogen has 1 atomic number, so they must have 1 electron. Clear? You can see in that diagram H1. Clear? K shell is the first shell. Clear? In which the 1 electron is shown. C6. K shell is the first shell in which the 2 electrons can accommodate. More than 2 cannot accommodate in the K shell. Now the second shell is the L shell in which the 4 electrons can accommodate according to the C6. Otherwise, the L shell can accommodate 8 electrons, not more than 8. But according to the C6, the carbon 6. 6 means atomic number. 6 means atomic number. Right? So, in the first shell, they can accommodate 2 electrons and the remaining 4 electrons will goes to the next shell. Now coming towards the next diagram, which is Na11. In the first shell, Na11, 11 is the atomic number. 11 is the atomic number. In the first shell, K shell, more than 2 electrons can accommodate. Clear? Sorry. In the K shell, in Na11 diagram, in the K shell, 2 electrons can accommodate, while in the second shell, L shell, 8 electrons accommodate. While, so how many electrons remaining? According to the Na11, 1 electrons will remaining. So this 1 electrons moves to the last shell. Now coming towards the Cl17, chlorine 17, C is capital and L is small. So chlorine have the 17 atomic number. In the first shell, K shell, 2 electrons accommodate, while in the next shell 8 electrons accommodate and remaining 7 will goes to the last shell. Clear? This is the diagrammatic question. How to arrange the electrons in a specific shell? We have the 3 shells: K shell, L shell and M shell. Clear? Now coming towards the question number 6, define an ion. What is an ion? So you have to give the heading of ion. Then a charged particle formed when an atom or group of atoms gains and loses 1 or more electrons is called an ion. When an atom gain electron or they give the electron to another atom, then after the giving or the losing, after the gaining or the losing, they gain some charges, positive, either positive or negative. After this is called the ion. Examples: chlorine minus is a chloride, and because it gained the electron from the sodium. And sodium positive is a sodium ion because it gives the electron to the chlorine. Question number 7. The chemical formula for the glucose is C6H12O6. How many or does a molecule of glucose contain and what are they? The atoms in a molecule of glucose are 24. How they are 24? 6 plus 12 plus 6. So they are 24. Clear? Glucose have 6. C6 means carbon. Glucose have 6 carbon atom. H means hydrogen. So it have 12 hydrogen atom. And O means oxygen. So it have 6 oxygen atoms. Coming towards the same question, question number 8, but here is sulfuric acid. Chemical formula for sulfuric acid is H2SO4. What is the total number of the what is the total number of the atoms in this molecule and what are they? The atoms in a molecule of sulfuric acid are 7. How? H2 means hydrogen, so it have 2 hydrogen atoms. Clear? S means sulfur, so it have 1 sulfur atom. And O means oxygen, so it have 4 oxygen atoms. Question number 9. Ion and symbols. Sodium. So write the symbols of the following ions. Clear? Sodium. Na positive. It means it is the ion of sodium. Hydroxide. OH negative. It is the ionic form of the hydroxide. Ammonium ion. NH4 positive. Chloride ion. Cl minus. Bicarbonate. HCO3 minus. Sulfate SO4 2 minus. Clear? Write down the correct symbols of these ions. Clear? Thank you, girls. We will discuss the next topic in the next lecture. Thank you.